guys, welcome back to Camille's Corner. So we have another brief update on Cardi B's defamation lawsuit against Tasha K, and y'all, it seems as though Tasha K's countersuit is slowly falling apart.
Okay.
Now, y'all know Cardi B sued Tasha K for defamation, but if y'all remember, Tasha K countersued her for I think $3 million. And in her countersuit, she made a bunch of claims. She claimed that Cardi B also defamed her, and as a result of that, she lost a bunch of revenue. And she also claimed that Cardi B caused gang members to threaten her and she had to move. Y'all, it was a lot of stuff, okay? She claimed that Cardi B caused her distress while she was pregnant and basically endangered the health of her unborn baby. It's just a whole bunch of incredulous stuff that we all know are lies because we've been following this thing from the start.
Excuse me? The lies you tell.
But y'all, now it seems as though Tasha K is slowly coming to her senses. And she has dismissed part of her counterclaim against Cardi B. Okay, so according to these documents filed yesterday, Tasha K has voluntarily dismissed her defamation claim against Cardi B. And she dismissed it with prejudice, meaning that she cannot refile that claim at any time in the future. It has been dismissed permanently. Now, y'all, Tasha K had a problem when I first posted this video, and she said nothing was dismissed. So, me being the person that I am, I took the video down so I could double check, because the last thing that I would ever do is intentionally put out misinformation. So I took the video down right away and I went and I read through all the documents from beginning to end, including her amended counterclaim where she's suing Cardi B for 5 specific things. She is suing Cardi B for slander per se, assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, punitive damages, and expenses of litigation and attorney fees. So let's take a look at the part that she dismissed. So the first claim is the one for slander per se, and this is the one that she voluntarily dismissed. Mind you, y'all, when I first uploaded this video, I never said that she dismissed the entire claim, and I think that is what she interpreted my video as. So while she's accusing me of not reading before reporting, maybe she should have watched the entire video before tweeting. I'm just saying, because what I said was she dismissed the part of her claim where she accuses Cardi B of defaming her, and that is correct. The document that was filed a couple days ago states that she dismissed count 1 of her amended counterclaim. This is count 1 of her amended counterclaim. So she's no longer pursuing her claim that Cardi B slandered her. So that says to me that she knows she had no case and that part of her case was completely frivolous. Actually, y'all, I think the entire countersuit is frivolous, but that part was just extra ridiculous, okay? So this is what she was claiming that Cardi B said to defame her. So she was claiming that Cardi B defamed her by calling her truthfulness as a blogger into question. And I'm like, but we all call Tasha K's credibility as a blogger into question. We all say that she makes up false stories and she claims that she has sources. To me, that's not defamation if it's true. Okay, and Tasha K herself has said that she puts out information whether it's true or not because it's all just entertainment to her. So all Cardi B had to do was pull up that clip where Tasha K said that she puts out stories even though she knows that they're lies. And that claim would have been dismissed anyway because she called her own credibility into question. Y'all, Cardi B could have easily proven everything in this part of Tasha K's counterclaim. Okay, Cardi B said that Tasha K makes up false stories, and she does, or at least she puts out false stories knowing that they're false. She's already admitted that. Cardi B said Tasha K harassed her friends. She did. She says Tasha K stalks her. She does. She's constantly tagging her on social media, and actually she put out something recently saying that she's in love with Cardi B. Okay, so all of this points to a very unhealthy obsession with Cardi B, also known as stalking. Now, Cardi B said that Tasha K falsely claims that she has legitimate sources, and that is also true because a random person sending you a DM or an email, that is not a legitimate source. Cardi B also said that Tasha K uses her name for clickbait, which is also true because, y'all, Cardi B could prove that some of Tasha K's highest viewed videos are about her. She does it for clicks and views, so this entire part of her counterclaim was just unwinnable to me anyway. What also got me was the fact that Tasha K was claiming that she lost a bunch of revenue because of Cardi B saying these things. And that is also a lie because she was bragging after that about how much money she makes. She bought a house and all of that, all while claiming that she was losing money because of Cardi B. But it was the complete opposite. She was gaining subscribers and making money off the things that she was saying about Cardi B. So, y'all, that counterclaim was a whole lie, okay? And, I think she realized that to pursue a defamation claim against Cardi B when she has been saying worse things about the woman, that's a bit hypocritical. Like, a judge would look at that and be like, okay, you said the woman has herpes, and you're mad that she called you a liar and a stalker? Like, which is worse? Like, y'all, which is worse between being called a liar and a stalker or being labeled with an incurable infectious disease? And Cardi B can actually prove that Tasha K lies and stalks her. But can Tasha K prove that Cardi B has herpes? So I think she dismissed her defamation claim against Cardi B because she knows if she somehow won that part, then Cardi B is entitled to win her defamation claim as well. So this was Tasha K backpedaling and pussy popping and just hoping that the judge doesn't notice that she basically tried to sue Cardi B for what she herself has been doing to Cardi B. And maybe her dropping that part of her case is strategic as well, because I'm trying to think of a judge looking at this, right? And a judge would be like, okay, so you don't think what you said about Cardi B is defamation, but you think what she said about you is defamation? It makes Tasha K look bad. Like, you believe calling somebody a liar who uses you for clicks and views is defamation, but you don't think calling somebody herpes B and saying they have HPV is defamation? Y'all, I mean, I keep saying this, I don't know anything about law, but I'd like to think I have a little bit of common sense, and that just doesn't make any kind of sense to me. How do you sue somebody for calling you a liar when you have been calling them worse things than that? So, to me, a judge would definitely see that and be like,
really, bitch? Really?
So that claim should never have been filed in my opinion, okay? Now, as Tasha K pointed out, I am not a lawyer. I never claimed to be, and I say that all the time. None of this is me trying to convince y'all that Cardi B will win, okay? All of this is my opinion on what I'm reading. And I'm entitled to have an opinion. I do not need to be a lawyer to have an opinion that Tasha K is lying in her counterclaim. And my opinion is based on what I've observed over the past 2 years following this case. Now, I could be completely wrong, and that's okay too. Tasha K is wrong a lot of the times herself about a lot of the things that she puts out. And that's the nature of commentary. The difference is, when you realize you're wrong, you're supposed to retract the misinformation that you put out. And that's exactly what I did when she claimed that nothing was dismissed. I took my video down and I went and double checked and I triple checked, and I'm confident that there was nothing wrong about my initial video. So that's why I'm putting it back up. Unlike Tasha K, y'all, that video she put up about Travis Scott cheating on Kylie Jenner, that is still up on her channel to this day, even though that now she knows and the entire world knows that that was a lie and that the guy was another YouTuber pulling a prank. So she never takes anything down even when she's proven to be wrong. But you know what? That's besides the point. Anyway, so Tasha K still has 4 counterclaims that she's pursuing against Cardi B, and I think they're all ridiculous and full of lies, and she's trying to pin things on Cardi B that had nothing to do with her. For example, y'all remember when she said she had to move because Cardi B got gang members to threaten her? But long before that, she was talking about moving and planning to buy a house. So she was already planning to move when this situation happened, but now she's trying to make it look like she had to move because of Cardi B. And that's what her second claim for assault is about. She's claiming that Cardi B got gang members to threaten her. Now, y'all, I don't doubt that people probably really did threaten Tasha K, okay? Because, I mean, Cardi B is a huge celebrity, and we see how fan bases react whenever their faves are in some drama, okay? Just look at the Barbs. They threaten people, they dox people, they do all kinds of stuff if they feel like somebody's disrespecting their fave. So Cardi B probably has fans like that too who threatened Tasha K after all of this started, but Cardi B has no control over that. But on the other hand, y'all, and I know I keep repeating certain stuff that happened a long time ago, but sometimes I need to bring it back up again just to bring some context to the stuff that I'm talking about now. Okay, so y'all remember when Tasha K deliberately sent her fans to go drag and intimidate this lady called Jana Kramer, because Jana Kramer called her podcast Wind Down with Jana Kramer. And Tasha K felt like she ripped off her concept or whatever. And she literally directed her followers to go harass that woman. I've never seen Cardi B do that. Tasha K literally told her followers to go drag Jana Kramer, and they were threatening her in her comments. They were calling her names. They did all sorts of stuff until that woman went live crying about it. So it's just funny to me that Tasha K is suing Cardi B for supposedly sending people to intimidate her, which is something Tasha K herself has done to somebody else. So I guess Jana Kramer should have sued her then. Y'all, this stuff is just a huge maze of hypocrisy and lies, and Tasha K trying to blame Cardi B for stuff that she brought on herself. Y'all, just recently, Tasha K lost like 8,000 subscribers after doing that interview with Jaguar, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if she tries to find some way to blame that on Cardi B too, okay? She'll be like, Your Honor, Cardi B made me lose those 8,000 subscribers. Y'all, I can see it already. Because she's literally scrambling, trying to blame Cardi B for things that Cardi B had nothing to do with. Y'all, she claimed that Cardi B caused her stress while she was pregnant. But there was one time that Tasha K left her house fully pregnant, and she went down to a restaurant where she heard Offset was at, trying to catch him cheating. Like, how are you pregnant and you're going to places basically stalking somebody's husband? It seems to me like you were putting yourself and your unborn child through stress. Okay, Tasha K's own actions were putting her unborn baby at risk. So I don't get how she's now trying to blame Cardi B for stressing her out during her pregnancy. Cardi B was somewhere minding her business, living her life, while Tasha K was attacking her and putting out these false stories. But when Cardi B responded to defend herself, it's all, oh my God, you're stressing me out. You're making me depressed. Girl, bye. You stressed yourself out. Anyway, the other two claims are her basically asking for money for damages and her legal fees. But y'all, I stand by what I said in my original video. She did dismiss one of her claims, which is the one accusing Cardi B of slandering her. And y'all, you know what I want to know is, like, why when Tasha K responded to my video, she said something about Cardi B wouldn't spit on me if I was burning from my man. Like, who says that stuff? Why is Tasha K so obsessed with people having STDs and burning down there? Like, girl, I can't even respect your clapbacks. You can call me a YouTube lawyer. You can say I'm not doing my research. You can say all of that. That is fine. That is fair game. But burning from my man? Really? Y'all, I'm starting to think that Tasha K is projecting because every time she has an issue with somebody, she brings up something to do with an STD. Girl, let it go. Like, there are ways to insult people without accusing them of having STDs, okay? Expand your vocabulary a little bit, for God's sake. Everything can't be about an STD. Why are you so obsessed with people having STDs? And for the record, y'all, her saying that I'm taking the side of somebody who doesn't give a damn about me, that's neither here nor there to me. I'm taking the side of who I feel is right in this situation. And that's my opinion. And you know, I've watched Cardi B being bullied by Tasha K for 2 years and more. I'm entitled to have an opinion about it. And you know, there are bloggers who are talking about this, but they're on Tasha K's side. And she doesn't give a damn about them as much as Cardi B doesn't give a damn about me. She wouldn't spit on them if they were burning from their men like she said. Okay? But they still go really hard for her regardless. Y'all, I had one blogger on here make back-to-back videos about me, calling me obsessed, saying I'm using Tasha K's name for clicks and views. And y'all, take a wild guess what that same blogger is doing now. She says she changed her mind and she now sees what I was talking about all along, and now she's dragging Tasha K too. Y'all, I've seen other bloggers link up with Tasha K to drag Cardi B, and then she fell out with them and now they're praising Cardi B and shading Tasha K. It's crazy. And I think I'm the only one who has remained consistent in my views on this issue. I've always maintained my stance on it, and my stance will never change. Okay, my stance is that Tasha K is an internet bully. She puts out fake stories, and she tries to intimidate everybody who speaks out against it. Period. And y'all, why does she think that I care whether or not Cardi B gives a damn about me? Like, I know she doesn't. That woman doesn't know me from Adam. We're not friends. I don't want anything from her. I don't know why people think I'm working for Cardi B or I'm on her payroll or something. Why can't I just genuinely feel the way I feel about this topic? Why does there have to be some kind of agenda? I'm like, can y'all just let that woman live? Like, what do you have to gain by pulling her down? Like, okay, let's say Cardi B does have herpes. What do you have to gain by spreading that around the internet, even if it was true? Like, is that how you find happiness in your life? Y'all, I'm sorry, but you have to be really unhappy with yourself if you find joy in doing stuff like this. If your whole career is based on exposing people's private lives, you have to be a really sad, sick individual. Okay, like, that stuff is not even commentary, okay? You're not commenting on Cardi B as a musician or anything. Even if you don't like her and you think she bought her Grammy or she's an industry plant and all those other theories that are floating around, that's fine to say because that's your opinion on her in her capacity as a musician. And y'all, just as an example, right? Everybody knows that I am not a Nicki Minaj fan. But have y'all ever seen me say stuff like Nicki has an STD or Kenneth Petty is not her child's father? Like, I'm not a fan, but I would never stoop that low. Okay, Tasha K doesn't know how to do that. She dislikes Cardi B so much that there is literally no limit to how low she is willing to go. And I'm watching this stuff wondering, like, is this really what you wanted to be when you were growing up? Like, you wanted to sit around on the internet making a living off hurting other people? Y'all, I really wonder sometimes how Tasha K looks in the mirror knowing that her entire career is based on trying to destroy other people. I couldn't do it, okay? I don't want that kind of karma. I literally could not live with myself like that. You really have to have no conscience to do what she does. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think, Tasha K dismissing her defamation counterclaim against Cardi B is a sign that her case is falling apart? Or do you think by some miracle she could still win this thing? Because I'm telling y'all now, if Cardi B loses this case, like after so much evidence of Tasha K basically making her case for her, y'all, I would have lost all faith in the justice system. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Bye guys, and thanks for watching.